Hey everybody, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time of day you're watching today. Sasha here, and today is Wednesday, so you know what that means. It's another episode of Wellness Wednesday. So, y'all, again, this is probably going to be a short one, surprisingly, I guess, or not so surprisingly, because I really haven't had the time to think of what I've been doing, for Wellness Wednesday. Like, usually I like to know in advance what I'm going to do. I mean, like a week in advance, but this week has been kind of wah or wishy-washy because of the sucky behind weather we've been having. So I decided to dedicate this episode to Florida's well-being, which is the weather. Let me tell you something, y'all. I have been a native Floridian, born and raised, been pretty much all over the state of Florida, minus the panhandle. So I think I could vouch for how Florida weather is. Florida weather, as some of the memes might have portrayed, 5 minutes it's sunshine, and then not 5 minutes later, it looks like World War III monsooning, and lightning and thunder are, they're always here. They're not shy. They do come out. So I want to say, Florida weather, like, how do we manage, right? Because the main thing with Florida is humidity. It's not so much how hot it can get, it's just that it's hella humid here. And reason for that being is that we're pretty much at sea level. So, whatever the water brings, that's how our weather's going to be like for the most part. So today, I actually was going out and doing some errands, and I kid you not, right before, like, I was about to shower and go out for the day, it starts raining lightly. Then as I got into the shower, was getting ready, my mother screams, "Oh my God, the neighbor's tent flew off their property." And I'm like, okay, it's a little odd, but I mean, the winds were pretty strong. And then when I am fully dressed about to leave, it's looking like, comparable to hurricane weather. I'd say around a category 2 or maybe 3. I'm kind of pushing it. Maybe not even a category 2. I'm hyping this up. Probably a category 1 or a very severe tropical storm at best. So, it was looking like how it looks like when a tropical storm hits, pretty much. If the winds were picking up and, stuff being flung from people's yards and stuff, So I'm not really too excited. I mean, I do love summer. I love the summertime. It's awesome when there's like no threat of a hurricane. But when there's a threat of a hurricane, it can get kind of hairy. And I mean that in the most sentimental way possible. Like, you just have to, like, wish us all the best, and hopefully nothing happens. But yeah, a lot of times, like, when folks from out of the state come into Florida, they immediately complain of the heat, like, really bad. I mean, of course, we complain too, but we're living here. And for the most part, with Florida, like I said, it's humidity. So people are like, wow, where I'm from, like, I never get this sweaty. But when I'm down here, I'm like, it looks like I'm covered, like I'm dripping buckets of sweat or something like that. Or, I just jumped in a pool or something. That's how bad I'm sweating. And it's like, yeah, you're gonna you have to get used to the humidity, if you're visiting. But yeah, I mean, the real danger is just like how quick the weather can turn here in Florida. Doesn't matter where, because like I said, I've been in South Florida, been in Southwest Florida, been in Central Florida, and like no matter where, it seems that the general consensus is that you either wait 5 minutes or you drive 5 miles, because I'm pretty sure like once you drive past in a certain distance, for most occurrences of weather, bad weather rather, and once you get to a certain point, it's dry as a bone. It's like nothing ever happened. It's probably going to rain, but it's just very freakish sometimes here with Florida. But that's pretty much, I mean, it's probably going to hold true for Panhandle, North Florida, even though I haven't really lived there yet. I just wanted to make mention of that. And also, like, with me, the only concern was, like, if I jumped out of a shower and I'm talking about going outside, I don't know what it is, folks, but I believe, like, if I, get wet, my pores are already open to the shower, I'm trying not to get sick. So, it's just, like, precautions like that I take so that it doesn't happen. It's all tricks of the trade with living in Florida for so long, or just living in Florida in general. But I wanted to say, it's true what they say, like the weather can be really nice or it can be really crappy. Tends to be on the side of crappiness, but hey, this is my poison. I wouldn't pick it any other way. How do you folks feel with your poison? Like, all we have to really worry about is hurricane season, which runs from June to October. And you've been through one of them. You kind of been through all of them. I say that with a grain of salt, of course, because I haven't been directly affected like some folks have, like with Andrew, with Irma, with Wilma, with Katrina. Trying to think of the other one, the one that pretty much wrecked Puerto Rico. But you know what I'm saying? It's it's the poison we pick, living out East Coast and being the state that's pretty much furthest south. I mean, minus the U.S. territories, but pretty much where hurricanes just love to graze through. We're pretty much, I said pretty much twice, but pretty much, I said it again. But basically, we are on the fast track to hurricane path, pretty much hurricanes like to rip and run through Florida. But that's just my little 2 cents. That's my little talk of the day. Didn't really do anything spectacular with this episode. Just wanted to talk about it because it was interesting what happened, and I didn't have any video footage because I was getting ready. So yeah, y'all. Kind of a boring episode, but still, whatever. I understand if y'all don't want to watch it. So thank you very much for tuning in. Otherwise, if you do, cool. If you don't, that's cool too. Any questions, comments, suggestions, or small talk, don't be a stranger. Leave it in my comment section below. Any and all are welcome. Greatly appreciated. I have another video to do, which is day 12 for the month of iced tea. So I best get on that. And folks, I will see you next week for another episode of Wellness Wednesday. Hopefully I know what the heck I want to do for next week's episode. So tune in. Make it a great day today and every day. And I will see you in the next video. So until then, folks, bye now.